What's up? The Mightiest Son back with another anime vid. So this is gonna be a Dragon Ball Super discussion. Tournament of Power arc and the Broly movie. And as you should be able to tell by the title and thumbnail, I'm doing Broly versus Jiren. Basically, the two I would say easily the two most powerful antagonists that in the series and the entire canon story. Well, maybe it's a debate with beers, but I'll get into it later. But you know, based this is just it because these are the last two antagonists that Goku and Vegeta have faced in the Dragon Ball Super story. Jiren and Broly. You know what it is. But I just want to give my take on who I think would win in it, because this is pretty much what everybody debates about in the series. Because I'd say easily these two are in the top 5 strongest characters in the series. And, everybody debates between who will win between these two. And going off their battles against Emi Goku and Gogeta Blue, and all the feats, all the lore, scaling, promotion, guides, etc., etc. I'm gonna use all that to prove who I think would actually win. And the stuff that I use is a definite, it's a fact. Like my reasoning is a fact, but the outcome, like who I think will win, may not be true. Because they haven't fought. It's no way of really 100% knowing. But I'm 70-80% sure that who I pick would win based on what we know, because this is like it's too much evidence pointed towards. I'll get into it at the end, but right now it's too much evidence pointing to who I think will win. That he's just definitively. But we'll let's go. But so let's just get it started. So I'll start off with Jiren, and let me get into the format of which I'm going to do this. Basically, I'm going to go off all the feats, scaling, and feats that I'm starting off with Jiren because he's first. He came out before Broly. Well, you know what I mean, like the canon Broly. Because the old one in the 90s in that movie wasn't he never really existed. That whole thing never really existed. That's not canon, as you should know. But some reason I'm going off Jiren first because Tournament Power took place before the Broly movie. But so what I was saying, I'm gonna pretty much show you all his feats, everything he has done, proving how powerful he is, and I'm gonna go off the different power levels he's at throughout the tournament power, because it's just many stages to Jiren's power. Because as you know, Jiren for 80% of the tournament power or 90% of the tournament power was pretty much suppressed the entire time. He didn't really go all out to the last. He was the last opponent that Universe 7 had to face, as you should know. So basically, that's what I'm gonna do. And now I'm gonna break down everything he can do, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with Broly. And then I'm gonna compare the two. So that's how I'm gonna do this. So I'm starting off with Jiren, as you see. So basically, when we first, so I'm gonna go off, promotion and guides and data books for the TOP, the Tournament Power. When it was first airing and when it was first coming out, there were multiple guides coming out, promoting up the Tournament Power, the arc itself, all that shit. It's just things that let you know before the shit even take place. So basically, off the bat, Jiren was already stated to be the strongest warrior of Universe 11 by far. Talks little and acts cool, but proud of his crazy strength. His true power is said to be at the level of the gods of destruction. So this is saying that him at full powers are like god of destruction level, which is a raw term, because Beerus, if you go off in the manga, you can use the manga because manga is canon. Beerus is the strongest god of destruction by far. But what this is saying, all gods of destruction, so that includes Beerus. So you could just say that this is basically saying already at his full power, he's at Beerus level. And here again, when they go over Jiren, the strongest man in Universe 11 to have power that exceeds even the gods, all the gods of destruction. So basically, off the bat, everything tells you that Jiren at his full power is already above all the gods of destruction. And just more guides showing you that what I basically already showed you. This is Japanese though. And before the tournament power even started, weeks already had said that, and there is a universe where lives a mortal who even a god of destruction can defeat. I'm saying everything already tell you that Jiren is above all the gods of destruction before the tournament power even starts. And when Jiren first makes his move, when he first appears on the battlefield, he flexes and pretty much shakes the infinite world of void, and he makes Beerus shits on himself, and he make everybody in the tournament power scared. Pretty much, he just by flexing and moving, his energy goes, and he just creates wind pressure that goes around the entire world of void and shakes the entire world of void. Basically, as you should know, that's a common feat. And during his fight with Goku, Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken times 20, Goku pretty much charges at Jiren. And this is his first fight with Goku. Jiren basically just glances him away, he's garbage. And then he pretty much overpowered Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Goku Spirit Bomb that he had gotten from all the Universe 7. Jiren pretty much overpowers it with little to no difficulty. And Supreme Kai even states that Jiren's power feels different from anyone we ever faced before, and that includes Infinite Zamasu, because Supreme Kai was present to see that. When Zamasu became the goddamn universe, basically. And a suppressed Jiren is already above that, so. And then even Whis is speculating that the suppressed Jiren may be above all the gods of destruction. He's saying maybe even exceeded the god of destruction. And he's suppressed already. And and he knows that meanwhile Jiren appears to be far from full power, because and if Whis says something, it's most definitely true, because Whis knows all the god destruction, like well, I wouldn't say all, but he definitely knows how strong Beerus is, because he's Beerus' master. He trained Beerus' master, and he's already saying that he's probably above him while suppressed. And he goes full power, because he's far from full power right now. He's speculating that Jiren is full power, maybe is most likely above Beerus and all the other gods of destruction, basically. That's everything. It's people. I'll get into the end. And Goku goes Uiomi. He gets hit by the spirit bomb. He breaks through his shell, breaks through his limits, and Jiren is still able to casually dodge and keep up with Uiomi and Goku. Uiomi first triggered Goku. You got to keep that into account. And he can, and then Uiomi and Goku, they were throwing hands. He starts to get the upper hand on Jiren, and then Jiren. And everything basically I've said up to this point, everything I just said was basically, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going off all the stages of Jiren's power throughout the tournament power. So what I'm doing, so the Jiren that just did all that I just said is what I'm gonna call suppressed plus Jiren, basically. He's suppressed, but suppressed. He's suppressed so heavily, just heavily suppressed right now. Everything I said, that was just a heavily suppressed Jiren. And then Jiren has to unleash, more power. He has to, go take another step and dig deeper to overpower and block, Uiomi and Goku's punch. And he starts talking shit, saying that that's your limit. He overpowers Uiomi and Goku, basically. And Uiomi Ultra Instinct runs out. And then his battle with Hit starts. And Hit is basically a walking hack. He can manipulate time. And he can leave a phantom of himself in the real world and put and then he can go into another space time, another space. And Jiren, just with power alone, can detect and knock his ass out of that other space, basically. Further proving my point on how Jiren is easily 4D and above. He shook an infinite world. He's breaking space itself with a punch. And then even Chopper saying, how can this attack be detected and not work when he's in another space? Because it's Jiren, all right? Jiren completely adapts to Hitch time skip. He can block his he can deflect his his invisible key energy attacks with no difficulty. And even Hit's time cage ability didn't work on Jiren. Jiren basically just muscled through it. And Hit tries to finish him off with his time cage, whatever the hell it is. And then, Jiren basically with a glance stopped it with a fucking glance. He stopped it, just with his eyes. The mighty glance. and he literally hits fucking time cage, a time Rasengan, and this is literally time itself. His power is time, and he literally crushes it and calls it rubbish. And Battle says that his power transcends time itself. So yeah. And everybody's saying that even time itself means nothing against Jiren's strength because Jiren is just that OP. And Jiren perceives to speed blitz someone who can manipulate time. Like he's literally, his power is time, and he can speed blitz and just shit on this person with no difficulty. And he pretty much ringed out hit, and it's still a heavily suppressed Jiren, as I've been saying. And everything I've said up to this point is what I'm gonna call Jiren suppressed plus Jiren, because he had to unleash more power against UI Omen, Goku, and hit than he had to against Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken times 20 Spirit Bomb. Goku, he had to use more power against UI and hits time cage. Basically, so I'm gonna call that suppressed plus Jiren. And then when we basically jump the entire tournament of power to like the end game, because Jiren basically doesn't fight anyone until like the very end again. And his battle against Vegeta. Vegeta states that Jiren's power is eclipsing everything he's ever felt. He never felt the energy as strong as heavy as this. This includes every single character that we've ever seen in the series. Like he's never felt anything greater than this. So so that's Beerus, that's everybody. He saw a fight and been present for. And but then Jiren, his barrage of punches, Vegeta can actually see it. He can see through his barrage of punches, and he can actually push Jiren a little bit. And it's kind of confirmed that Jiren he's suppressing himself less than when he fought UIOM and Goku though. Like so, this is like what I was saying, the suppressed plus Jiren, like the Jiren I was fighting. I get, or like maybe he's even weaker than that version. Like he's using less power than he did against Goku, basically. So this is like I guess a suppressed plus Jiren. I don't know. But it makes sense because, Vegeta Blue should be weaker than Kaioken Blue Goku. Because, Kaioken. But moving forward. And, Jiren starts to get the upper hand on him. And then Vegeta gets he starts charging up the final flash. And everybody starts literally shitting on themselves with Vegeta's energy, his powers. He's saying, Bail Maj jerking him off, saying, how can it be higher than he was when fighting before? Basically confirming that Vegeta is getting stronger. How Saiyans get stronger during the fight. Like Zenkais, you should know how this goes. Saiyans have limitless potential. They get stronger while and after every single fight. Basically, every episode. Like as I've always said. But, and, even Piccolo saying he's awakening the power of them, saying he's breaking his limits. It's like a limit breaking thing. And, he shoots out the final flash. And Jiren actually has to put his guard up, which is something he didn't have to do anything up to this point. He didn't have to put his guard up anything up to this point. So Vegeta's final flash may be like one of the strongest things in the tournament power up to this point. And, and it actually seems like pushed Jiren, and the force pushed Jiren on the floor, on the ground. But, Jiren gets back up. He's pretty much, he's relatively fine. Like, no scratches, nothing. And they even compare this, they literally are comparing the Spirit Bomb and Final Flash to each other. Like, basically they're saying, like, neither one of them work. It's a direct comparison to one another. So it's very possible that Vegeta's Final Flash may have been more powerful than Goku's Spirit Bomb at that time. And I would say it's possible too, because Jiren had to put his guard up, and he actually had to knock down by it. Well, he just literally pushed up Goku's Spirit Bomb with no difficulty. And then Jiren proceeded to say the force of that attack wasn't half bad, and he pretty much poops on Vegeta and leaves him, temporarily unconscious. And during his little skirmish with Goku out, it was the 1v1 between him and Goku again while Vegeta was out. Jiren can literally just kick it, like he was about to get ringed out, can literally just kick himself back up to the tournament of power. Back up to the stage. And then, he can just walk through little Goku's energy like his traps that he laid out, his explosions. He can just walk through it because he's just tanky. It's Jiren. You can't do anything. It's fucking Jiren. And then Jiren powers up even more. And Bail Maj says, I haven't seen Jiren like this in a while. So this means that this is the most powerful version of Jiren up to this point in tournament power, basically. Jiren is unleashing the most power he has in tournament power. So basically, and this is what I'm gonna dub this, just call it suppressed Jiren, because it was suppressed plus before, but this is the most power that Jiren has ever been using, basically. Because Bellbot confirms and he even powers up. He scares the shit out of Goku, all of them. And he can pretty much punk Goku with his punches. Makes Goku shits on himself. And Goku and Vegeta, they break their limits. Goku goes Kaioken times 20. Vegeta goes Evolution. You know how this goes. And Jiren can swap hands with both of them at the same time, no difficulty. He can even glance away Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, Vegeta's Final Flash. And it has to be more powerful than the Final Flash that he just did previously, because he's an Evolution now. And he can just glance it away, showing that Jiren is using more power. I'm saying he's using much more power than he was while he was fighting, regular Blue Vegeta 1v1. And after that, it's pretty much just, how it goes. Topo separates, Vegeta defeats Topo because they get separated. And after, he congratulates him on defeating Topo. And then Jiren says, now feast your eyes on this. And, Jiren is unleashing his hidden power. He's basically going all out, full power. And, he look like a goddamn fireball. His ki is so strong and so much force and intensity. And Goku can't believe he was hiding such power. So this is what I'm going to call full power Jiren. This is basically the Jiren at his full power. This is the Jiren that's being compared to the God's instruction already, saying that he's either at or above all the God's instruction right now at full power Jiren. This is the Jiren that they're talking about. All the gods, promotions, Whis, all the niggas are saying that Jiren at his full power is either at or above all the God's instruction. This is that Jiren. And then, another god came out saying that the warrior who is the strongest in Universe 11 was seen blood as a child and trained from a young age. He exerts force beyond the gods of destruction and slowly overwhelms Goku, saying that this Jiren is more than likely above all the gods of destruction. Already. Seriously. You can debate, maybe it's like iffy, maybe, but they're saying that he's either at or above. If you want to say that they're still, like, Beers is still, like, fine, I don't even care, but going up. So this is where it gets real, because Jiren can now combat Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, Android 17, and Kaioken times 20 Blue Goku all at once, and he can overpower them with no difficulty with ease. He overpower all their energy attacks, Final Flash, Command Man. You already know. They pretty much couldn't do anything. And Golden Frieza shows up, just talking all that shit like I'm gonna kill you. Golden Frieza dude just got character in my eyes. He just Frieza. He just like he can't do anything. Jiren just glances him away, and he literally perceives the two-shot Frieza, hits him one in the stomach, and just literally punches him out of his gold form, and he just on the floor asleep. Like, Frieza is just funny. He's always getting his ass beat. Like, it's seriously, it never stops. He's just hilarious. But Jiren then proceeds to, ring out Vegeta. And, Goku was about to finish. Jiren was about to finish off Goku. And, but then Goku goes UI Omen third trigger. This is the third time he does it. And you should already know that during the turn of power, Goku and Vegeta and all the Saiyans, Android 17, they all got stronger while the turn of power was going on. This is why I say it's third trigger, because after every use of Ultra Instinct, Goku gets like this kind of like limit breaking Zenkai power up as shown, because Blue Goku at the end of the turn of power is above UI Omen first trigger. If you want to know why, go check out my previous it was like one video, like a video like it came out a week ago. My power scaling video on the whole. I went over the whole Dragon Ball Super series. It's like 3 hours long. I broke it into parts too. Like, seriously, I talked about everything. I broke it down and broke it real down. So you wanna know why? Go check out that video. I'm not gonna explain why it is. I'm trying to get this over quickly. And Goku actually dodged Jiren's attacks and counter now. Goku is actually saying people need to understand how much more stronger UI makes Goku than like Blue. Like the difference between Super Saiyan Blue and UI is stupid. Because Jiren was just literally beating the shit out of Blue Kaioken Goku, Blue Evolution Vegeta, Android 17, and Golden Frieza all at the same time, and now Goku goes UI and can combat him. Like, seriously. And this is even also stating that UI Omen third Goku, according to this, Beerus says that even Ultra Instinct Goku might be stronger than him, possibly aligned than next episode. So like UI Omen third trigger Goku might be strong, like just saying, might be stronger than Beerus. Like, no joke. People need to understand, like, and Jiren and Ultra Instinct, they pretty much evenly match. It seemed like they are at first, and then Jiren starts overpowering UI Element Third Trigger Goku though. As seen, he overpowers Kamehameha Wave, pretty much blasts his ass up, and Jiren was about to finish off Goku with his full power little energy blast, and then Goku or MUI Goku goes MUI Master Ultra Instinct with the white hair, and he pretty much catches that attack, Jiren's attack, and pretty much he's Master Ultra Instinct, and this is when he makes all the gods of destruction stand up. So this is kind of like all of them stand up in praise. So this is kind of like confirmation, like yes, Master Ultra Instinct is officially, there's no question about it, has surpassed all the gods of destruction. Yes, he has. And there's a lot of people who still don't think he has. A lot of people still think that Beerus will beat MUI Goku, or I'll just get into that later. But MUI Goku just overpowering Jiren. It's not even a contest anymore. And then Jiren starts to get all whiny about his past and stuff. How he, how we know what happened. And and this is when Jiren, and people get confused. People think that this is when Jiren goes full power. No, as I've stated all my things about Jiren up to this point. This is when Jiren breaks his limits, and like he breaks his limits. He rips off his shirt. He's just letting out so much power and heat. It's like a damn firestorm. And this is actually dubbed Limit Breaker Jiren. This is when Jiren breaks his limits, basically. This is beyond his full power. He broke past his full power limit. It's Limit Breaker. But then, now he's evenly matched with MUI Goku, and he's actually overpowering MUI Goku. At the initial MUI Goku, he's actually overpowering him. As he overpowers Kamehameha Wave. He's blasting and he's just basically shitting on him now. Look, he put him on the shirt. Goku's laid out. And then Goku gets this, like, friendship plot boost. Like, he starts talking about his friends, and they start getting, like, go, Goku, yay. And he gets this, like, plot friendship boost. You know how every anime do that shit, or every series does that. The friendship, we basically just plot. He just got like a plot boost, and now he's even faster than he was before. And Jiren, and then Jiren actually tries to blast the stadium, and then Goku has to knock it out of the way, and this basically makes Goku enraged. And you know how rage goes Saiyans, like. Rage makes Saiyan stronger. The whole rage thing. And so basically Goku gets enraged, and then he starts just completely blitzing and shitting on Jiren. Like, seriously. But then gets Jiren ain't really out of it, though. He's still fighting. Like, he's not just out of it. He's still swapping hands, still fighting. But Goku with his Ultra Instinct dodge hacks, it's like it's something he can do. And he overpowers with the Kamehameha Wave, and that's pretty much it with Little Breaker Jiren. And Jiren's pretty much done. So I'm not going to go over everything that happens after this, because everything that happens after this, Goku runs out of UI when it's like a base Goku freeze. And I'm not going to go over none of that, because that was like a tired out, almost done. Jiren was pretty much through. He was tired of shit. He was done for. It's nothing, like, he was done pretty much after this. Like, who cares? That was like Jiren, if he was at full power, would one shot all of them. Like, no joke. Base Goku, final form freezing, or fourth form freezing, Android 17, like, stop. They're garbage, but at least compared to Jiren. But going forward, so now we're gonna get into my boy Broly. We got to scale him, go over all the promotion guides, powers, feats, all of it from him. We got to go into right now. So let's get into it immediately. So I'm gonna start off with some promotion. The Psycho Jump editorial office tells readers, frankly, the enemy Goku and whatever are up against in this movie is the strongest. So those who trust Goku will win may lose confidence. So be careful. They also ask destructive power greater than that God of destruction. So they say that Broly is this promotional guy says that Broly is the strongest enemy that they've ever faced, and he's greater than God of destruction. Listen, it's promotion for a movie. Again, a movie. At least the guides and the promotion for Determined Power, that's actually an anime series. That's a series, and that's an arc. This is a movie. They're promoting and building up for a movie. Again, and this another guy. Broly fights one fighter after another in this latest movie. Besides Goku and Vegeta, it seems he'll bear his fingers against Frieza too. What's more, he powers up each time he fights. He goes through super fast transcendent evolution that truly personifies the Saiyans. You know how Broly got stronger while he was fighting, basically. The blazing flames of battle, the awakened Saiyan instincts, the strongest enemy in history appears in the first DBS movie. Broly shakes the world. I'll get into it later, but yeah, fine. Broly the strongest enemy that ever appeared in the entire series or story. And you know the Broly movie is canon, of course. But this is something I really acknowledge, so that after the turn power, that the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta might be actually stronger than the versions of Goku and Vegeta that Jiren was fighting, because you know how they get like a limit breaking Zenkai after Goku gets a limit breaking Zenkai after every use of UI. Vegeta got another Zenkai after the turn of power, because you know he ate a sensu bean after he recovered from Jiren. And you know if you should know what Zenkai boosts are by now, Zenkai is when after a Saiyan gets his ass beat, he comes back even stronger. That's how it works. During and after every fight, Saiyans get stronger. So Goku and Vegeta are actually stronger than when they was in turn power. Now, I'm talking about, regular Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. Because in the turn of power, you should know, Vegeta used Blue Evolution and Goku used Kaioken times 20. So it's debatable if, they're stronger than that, which I don't think they are. But I'm just saying that when it comes to, regular Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta after TOP is stronger than they were during fighting Jiren. That's what the point of this was. And Goku can't use Ultra Instinct again. So let's get right to it. So Broly, when he first started fighting Vegeta, Broly he was pretty much weaker than the base Vegeta, but he starts learning how to use his power because he never really experienced combat before. As stated by Paragus, he was stuck on a planet for 50 years or something like that. And just saying, base Vegeta's pretty much stronger than Broly. And then Vegeta goes Super Saiyan and starts shitting on Broly, as you should know. And this is pretty much it with initial base Broly. This is everything I just said is pretty much initial base Broly, base Broly when he first came. When he first started fighting. And then Broly actually starts getting stronger, more powerful as he fights. He actually starts overpowering Super Saiyan Vegeta. Vegeta says he's learning fast. And Goku is praising him, saying he's holding his own in base form. He actually forces Vegeta to go Super Saiyan God. And, Vegeta starts, no different than him, of course. He starts overpowering him. So this is pretty much what I'm going to call full power base Broly. Everything I just, how he pushed Vegeta to go Super Saiyan God. Basically, to overpower him. So that's full power base Broly. Because, Broly gets stronger during the entire fight. He just keeps getting stronger. And this is something else that people actually use in it, like Jiren versus Broly debates, how Broly would just overcome Jiren, but I'll get into that later in the comparison. And then, Broly tapped into this, rage / it's just some, and Goku Vegeta said they never seen another Saiyan like this before, and his eyes turn yellow, and Paragus said, hey, it's like he keeps the power from, the great apes, like the Oozarus, in his human form. He has the increase in power from his great ape to his human form, basically. The Oozaru, you know what I'm talking about. So this is I'm just gonna call this Humanoid Oozaru or Great Ape Broly, whatever you want to call it. This isn't base Broly because his hair spikes up, his eyes turn yellow, he gets bigger, he goes to this rage, he out of it, he's just completely out of control. He can't. I'm saying this is not base Broly. The people get that confused. Base Broly is what was fighting Vegeta at first, and then he starts overpowering Super Saiyan God Vegeta. He pretty much just completely shits on Goku. He just throwing Super Saiyan God Goku around, throw him into icebergs and just beating the shit out of him. And then Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue. Broly and Goku are pretty much even at Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And it seems like he's actually slightly above Broly because he's overpowering him as well. And, then, Frieza kills Paragus. And then Broly snaps and goes Super Saiyan. And Broly can basically just run through Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. They both teaming up. And Broly can literally just run through both of their energy attacks. And then Broly starts to battle against Frieza. And he pretty much just starts shitting on Frieza. It's not even fair anymore. Of course, it's Frieza is weaker than Goku. Super Saiyan it's a 1v1 Super Saiyan because Goku and Vegeta got the fuck on. They extra transmission out of it because they couldn't do anything. and because Broly's too fucking powerful. And then Broly just starts shitting on Golden Frieza. It's not like, and then Golden Frieza is literally a gag killer. He just never stops getting his Frieza's a gag killer. He never stops getting his ass beat. He never stops. Next we talk about Vegeta. Frieza the one who never gets stopped getting his ass beat and talks all the shit. And he talks all the shit in the world and just never stops getting his ass beat. It's hilarious. But moving forward, and people need to understand that how long Broly was beating Frieza's ass. Basically, when Goku and Vegeta tried to fuse, they failed twice. And as you should know, the Metamoran fusion, the Gogeta, the fusion, like that type of fusion, the dance, it takes 30 minutes to end. It's temporary, it's 30 minutes to end. That means that Broly was beating Frieza's ass for like an hour. And just in case you don't know, that's longer than the entire tournament of power lasted. Because the tournament of power was only 48 minutes. You gotta remember that tournament of power was only 48 minutes. This is that, since Goku, since the characters in Dragon Ball Super are like so fucking massively fast and like infinite, inaccessible speed, in combat, their combat speed is just too great that it actually makes sense that all that, like, you gotta remember that all these characters are like much like just so fast that it's ridiculous, that the time is pretty much stopping when they fight. Like, seriously, that actually makes sense for the foot. And Broly is beating Frieza's ass for an entire hour, just hour on end. And Goku and Vegeta, they fuse until they actually do it the third time is the charm. Fuse into actual Gogeta. They get it right, Gogeta, and Gogeta comes and Frieza's pretty much almost done. And I guess Broly about to finish him off. I don't know. Gogeta comes though, and he tells Frieza that this is the fusion. It's a tremendous power up that goes beyond merely adding their two powers together. As you should know, fusion is not a simple addition. It's like a addition and multiplication, like tens of times, basically. That's what I think. It's what it is. But and Gogeta basically comes in. He can easily evade Super Saiyan Broly with no difficulty. He can slap away his Ki Blast and dodge him, proving that base Gogeta is actually above Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, as you should know. And just because you don't know, even in the manga, base Vegeta was above Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, because in the manga, Vegeta didn't go blue automatically. Like, he actually fought him in base for a minute, because in the anime, and I'm saying you should know that they're two different continuities, but they're both considered canon, the manga and the anime. Vegeta actually just was fighting him in base form first in the manga, and then he goes blue. So like, base Vegeta was above Blue Goku and Vegeta, as you should know. Even in the Blue arc, base Vegeta was above Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Like I'm saying, so the base form of the fusion will always be stronger than the strongest Super Saiyan form of the individual pieces that make up the fusion. That's just how I guess it's how it's always gonna be, because it's fusion. Come on, fusion is top 5 OP ability or OP things in series. Easy, come on, and or top 10, whatever. Then Gogeta goes Super Saiyan, and he starts blatantly overpowering Super Saiyan Broly now. And with their energy blast, they literally crack open and go into like this separate little dimension or pocket dimension, whatever. They're in some other plane of existence, basically, some other space, proving that these characters are, again, fourth dimensional and beyond. And Gogeta pushes Broly to go into like his full power Super Saiyan, or what I call, because I'm going off what it was originally was, the legendary Super Saiyan form. With the green hair and the green aura, and he actually starts overpowering Super Saiyan Gogeta and throw him around, push him around. And then he pushes Gogeta to go Super Saiyan Blue. And then after this, listen, I've been saying this, it's not even a fight no more. When Gogeta goes blue, he just starts dog walking Broly. Like, I'm not even joking. He just throw him around, beating his ass. It's not even fair anymore. Broly's pretty much done. Gogeta dog walked him after he went blue. Bro, I don't even think Broly hit Gogeta after Gogeta went blue. Like, I'm serious. Like, I don't even think he hit him. Like, I'll go rewatch it, but I don't even think he hit him. He just literally just beating the living dog shit out of Broly now. It's not even fair. And with his Kamehameha wave, he was about to finish Broly off. Like, he was about to kill Broly. At least that's what it's implied. Maybe not. I don't know. But I thought he was about to kill. I couldn't swear he was about to kill the nigga. And then Chi-Light got him out of there. Sent him back to the planet where they found him. Easy. And then after that, when Goku goes back to to visit Broly, Goku said that Broly might be stronger than Beerus. And this is kind of I think that Broly is above Beerus, but the thing is, taking off Goku's word is not really all that, because Goku just never seen Beerus' full power. So I would say he's actually comparing him to Jiren, because he knows, and it's been stated multiple times that Jiren is either at or above Beerus' level. All the gods are structured, basically. So I would say it's more like comparing them to Jiren. I don't think he's comparing them to Beerus. He never seen Beerus go all out. If we said it, then it'd probably be true, but not Goku. So that's the thing. But basically going off that, so I'm gonna start the comparison now, like the fight between Broly and Jiren, how I think it will go, why I think who will win. I'll get into it, but let's just get to that way. Listen, I'm not gonna go off every single version of the characters I've shown, so it's like the Jiren suppressed, base Broly. Listen, every version of Jiren shits on base or Oozaru, pseudo Broly, the enraged pseudo, like he was in Humanoid, grade 8 Broly, whatever. Every form of Jiren shits on that Broly, like, because that Broly is only like at or below Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But maybe that Broly could take on suppressed plus Jiren, because you gotta remember how much stronger Goku got throughout the tournament of power. So maybe I'm just saying, I'm gonna get that out the way. I'm not even gonna go over that base Broly shit. Like, come on, Jiren shits on base Broly. I don't think anybody would disagree on that. Jiren just shits on base Broly. I'm gonna go off full power Jiren versus Super Saiyan Broly real quick. Like, not Limit Breaker, not Legendary Super Saiyan, but full power Jiren versus Super Saiyan Broly. Gonna get into that. So basically, when Jiren went full power, he had to fight against a Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken times 20 Goku, a Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, Android 17, and Golden Frieza all at the same time, and he pretty much was no differing them. He shitted on all of them. He two-shotted Frieza out of his golden form, glanced away all their attacks, just shitting on all Final Flash Command Wave, all of it. And Broly was a Super Saiyan. He only had a fight against a blue Goku, a blue Vegeta, and Golden Frieza. You get the difference here? Like, the significant difference? Like, it's not even a joke. Like, Android 17 is at that level too. Like, seriously. Android 17 was the first one to damage Jiren. He did that atomic bomb in the back. That's what I'm saying. The difference is actually pretty big. Jiren is fighting more powerful versions of Goku and Vegeta, and he's fighting Android 17 and Frieza, while Broly's only fighting Blue Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza at the same time. I'm just saying, this is the reason why I always put full power Jiren above Super Saiyan Broly. And not just that, and let me just get into this though. Broly was beating Golden Frieza's ass for an entire hour. Like, seriously, an entire hour. Because they failed at the fusion 2 times, and they had to wait 30 minutes each time for it to run out to try again, and they failed twice. So Broly and Frieza were 1v1ing for an entire hour, and Frieza was still like able to he was getting his ass beat, but he was still like conscious. He wasn't like done. He wasn't dead or like he was fucked up, but he wasn't dead. He wasn't knocked out. He wasn't dead. Wow, and Jiren fights him. He literally glances at him, punches him once in the gut, and hits him, literally punches his ass out of gold form, and he's face down, sleep. And the entire tournament of power only lasted 48 minutes. And Jiren just slumped his ass, basically. So, and that fight probably only lasts like a couple minutes, or like a few seconds. Just saying. So this is why I put full power Jiren above Super Saiyan Broly. This is why, based off what I've just shown you. Jiren was no differing these motherfuckers, while Broly was no differing these. I'm not saying that Broly couldn't have, fought these, but just going off the difference, the huge difference here, I would say that Jiren at his full power is above Super Saiyan Broly. So now I guess we're gonna get into what you really came here for, though. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly versus Limit Breaker Jiren at their peaks, at their maximum power during the tournament power in the Broly movie. Basically, let's get into it. So, when Jiren was actually fighting against MUI Goku, Jiren was temporarily overpowering MUI Goku. Like, he actually was beating MUI Goku for a minute or two. As I see, he overpowers Kamehameha Wave. He blasts him to the ground. He had him on the ground and face down in the dirt. But then, MUI Goku gets this, like, friendship plot boost. Like, seriously, he gets, like, this plot boost. He gets boosted, like, plot and actually starts fighting Jiren again. And then he gets enraged and starts overpowering Jiren. And Jiren can still keep up in combat. Like, he's not just getting shitted on. He's actually putting up a fight, and he's temporarily overpowering MUI Goku, as I've already seen. But then you get into, but he still loses though. But he didn't just get his ass. He didn't just get dogged. Like he was putting up a fight. He didn't just get shitted on completely. He's actually relevant. As for Broly's case, he's just getting completely shitted on. I'm not even joking. Like Blue Gogeta was just completely dog walking Broly. Like after he went blue. When Broly was overpowering Super Saiyan Gogeta, when Gogeta went blue, he pretty much just started dog walking Broly. I'm not even joking. Broly, Broly couldn't hit Gogeta. Gogeta pretty much dodged all his attacks. He just pretty much kept dog walking, as I said. And he was about to finish off Broly with his Kamehameha Wave. At least that's what it's implied to be. I don't know, but it seemed like he's actually about to finish off Broly. As in and then Goku actually hits Jiren with the Kamehameha Wave, and he's still like alive. But he's fucked up, but he's still alive. As in Broly was about to die from Blue Gogeta's Kamehameha Wave. And but she saved him. Or whatever her name is. I think it's Chila, whatever the hell her name is. And Goku says that Broly is probably stronger than Beerus, even though Goku hasn't seen Beerus' full power. As in Jiren's case, Whis was literally, this is Whis. Whis knows Beerus' full power. Because Whis is his master. He trained him. He should know how strong Beerus is at his best. And he's setting from the get-go when Jiren was suppressed that he exceeds all the gods' destruction. And Belma is literally dicking down. He had his head down, so he knows. And he has said appears to the words of true. And he says that Jiren is far from full power. And Whis is saying that he's already probably above all the gods' destruction. And the guides for full power Jiren is saying that who was the strongest. He's saying that he exerts force beyond all the gods' destruction and slowly overwhelms Goku. Whereas when the promotion for the Broly movie says that Broly is the strongest enemy they ever faced. He's a Saiyan. He shakes the planet. He's above a god of destruction, which that's what I'm saying. I do believe Broly is above Beerus, because it's so much people in the fan base that believes that Beerus beats Broly, Jiren, and MUI Goku, and I just be like, whoa, maybe Broly, but I'm not gonna spoil it. But let me get into it later. But and people need to understand that this is promotion for a fucking movie. I'm saying the difference between a movie and an anime is huge. Like promotion, when it comes to promotion for a movie, that is just bare bones promotion, because you're promoting a movie. The difference between a movie and a show is very huge. Trust me. And then even I'm gonna use Gogeta as an example. When they were promoting Gogeta for the Broly movie, they said that Gogeta is a equally trump card to Vegito, even though.
No, you gotta have Gohan put the other one on his right ear. Just by doing that, the two of you can merge into one super warrior. Kinda like your fusion thing. No way, really? It's not just simpler. It's more powerful than fusion, too. This nifty little maneuver has long been a secret weapon for all the Supreme Kais. It has? I didn't know that. Sheesh, do they teach you youngsters anything these days? No wonder you're such a weakling, despite being a Supreme Kai.
My point is that from stated in all the way back in Dragon Ball Z that the Potara fusion is above the Metamorphin fusion in power, effect, and effectiveness. Like Elder Kai said that it's more powerful than the regular fusion, the dance, and it's more effective because they don't have to start off in Super Saiyan. That's what Elder Kai was saying. Like the base Vegeta will be more than enough. As in Goku thought that he had to go Super Saiyan as Gogeta. I'm saying, and it's stated in the manga too, not just the anime, the dub or service. In the he says in the manga too that it's more effective and it's more powerful. And yet the promotion says that that they're equally. Wait, what? It was stated from the get-go that Vegeta was above, that the Potara fusion was above the Metamoran. And I'm saying, Dragon Ball Super. I'm not gonna talk about who Gogeta versus Vegeta much here. Maybe I'm just saying that. I'm not gonna say who will win in a fight, because that's a whole different thing. I'm just saying that Vegito is more powerful than Gogeta because the Potara fusion is more powerful than the Metamoran. That's a simple fact. Maybe Gogeta will outlast Vegito because, the Potara run out quicker. The deep Dragon Ball Super retcon is so that Potara runs out when you use much power. So maybe Gogeta will outlast Vegito. I'm just saying that the Potara is definitively above the Metamoran. I'm not gonna get into that, y'all. That could be a whole video of its own. But and just saying, Dragon Ball Super Broly is a film. It's an animation action movie. Film. It's a movie. So I'm saying, the promotion is not gonna be as accurate as it may be for an anime or for a series, like for an actual show, because they're promoting and building up a movie. as you like, that's what I'm saying. They said that Broly's the strongest enemy they ever faced, but like, there's just no really evidence pointing to that. And just in case you should know, MUI Goku and Blue Gogeta should be somewhat relative. I still think that Gogeta Blue is above, but the difference isn't as he was between Gogeta Blue and Broly, when Broly was just getting completely shitted on. There's no way that's happening with MUI Goku. People need to understand that Ultra Instinct, how much stronger Ultra Instinct make Goku. Like it's like a fusion tier difference. Like seriously, it's that great. And trust me, I know. I'll be watching other, professional YouTubers on this shit too. Cause right now I only got like 20 subscribers, but you know what I mean. I like niggas that be having like 1 million subscribers who do this type of shit too. Trust me, they break it down far better than I can. And it's what I'm saying. I'm not taking a word for it. I'm just going off basically what we see and what we know. I still think that Gogeta Blue is stronger, and because Gogeta Blue can also, technically Gogeta was holding back against Broly because Gogeta could have used Super Saiyan Blue Evolution plus Kaioken times 20. And before you get to saying like this is only theoretical, and this is a definite, this is something that can happen. This is something that Gogeta could do because Gogeta / Vegito, the fusion can do every single thing that the individuals can. Transformations, power-ups, abilities, and they can do more because they can do things that Goku and Vegeta can't do, like Spirit Sword, like Split Finger Shot, like the I forget what it's called. What's that move that Gogeta do? What was it? Punisher? Something like that. But I'm just saying that they can do things that individuals can't. So I'm just saying that they can do everything and more. So this is not a theoretical thing. This is something that Gogeta could do. So I think that Gogeta would beat MUI Goku, but like they're relative. Like it's not like a huge difference. Like seriously. And then plus, even if you are more powerful, Goku can still like with the dodge hacks. I see with Kefla. So like I'm saying it's not that this is not that big a difference. And you need to know that MUI Goku and Lemon Regular Jiren are just definitively above Beerus and all the gods' destruction. It was like iffy with full power Jiren. They were already saying that he's either at or above Beerus with full power Jiren. And then he breaks his limits, like and then when Goku goes to Master Ultra Instinct, all the gods' destruction stand up and praise him. They stand up. So it's a confirmation that these two are above Beerus and all the gods' destruction. And for some reason, a lot of the fan base still believes that Beerus is stronger than Jiren or MUI Goku. Those are the people who didn't pay attention to Tournament of Power, who didn't watch what they were saying. Like, look what they were saying, because everything that they were saying, basically they were saying that Jiren is the mortal that surpassed God's destruction. But I guess people just forgot that happened, or that was being stated. Just because, since we haven't seen Beerus' full power, we're going to say that he's automatically stronger than everybody in the series, even though they said it multiple times that Jiren is above, but whatever. These two are definitively above Beerus. It's a fact. Like, it's a fact. At least in the anime. I don't know about the manga, because the anime manga two continuities and things can change. Things are changing even though they're going off the Moral and Galactic Patrol arc. Moving forward, in conclusion, going off the evidence at hand, in my mind, Jiren the Grey wins. Jiren defeats Broly. I'm not gonna say it's definitive. It's not 100%. There's no way I can know 100% sure, but I'm 70% to 80% right now that I believe that they fought right now, because it's very likely that Broly will get stronger and learn how to control and use his power in the future. because Broly was basically like a rage monster, basically during the movie. But going off all the evidence in hand, it's just like I just put Jiren above Broly, because like with Broly is iffy if he's even above Beerus, where Jiren is definitive. Like when he's limit breaker Jiren, when he breaks his limits at the end of the turn of power, that is definitively above Beerus and all the God destruction. Like it's not a if. People need to understand that it's a definitive. He is. Where Broly is iffy, and it's by Goku's voice. When Goku doesn't even know Beerus' full power. So it's more than he's comparing Goku to like I don't understand, like he doesn't even know Beerus' full power. So how would he even say that? That was just like movie thing to promote Broly up. That's what I'm saying. And all the promotion and guides, that was just promotion. They were saying that Gogeta's equal to Vegeta in power when it was stated back in that Potara is above Metamoran. And the Potara is the fusion that the gods use, where Metamoran is just like a random alien fusion that Goku picked up in Afterworld when he was with other mortals, where the Potara is like a god, Supreme God thing. In this case, you're like, well, mortals are strong as Supreme God, and not all of them. It's only like a select few. Remember that the Supreme God were thousands of times stronger than Frieza. Because that stated about Supreme Power all the way back in Dragon Ball Z. Stated about Supreme Kai. So if you're going off majority of gods or above majority of mortals, it's really just the Saiyans and Jiren basically, and you know, hitting pretty much, you know, the main characters basically. Basically, and it's basically like I'm saying. I just feel like that Jiren is right now, based on what we know, is above Broly in power. Jiren, MUI Goku, and Blue Gogeta all above Broly. It's just no way, because like Broly just couldn't really do anything to Blue Gogeta, and I don't think that Blue Gogeta would wash Jiren. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be the same. Jiren is just above Broly. It's that simple. It's just like, yeah. So, holy shit, what was I about to say? Yeah, so that's pretty much it, I think. I think that's pretty much it. So, if you like this video, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, if you enjoy my kind of content, please like the video, comment your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe, pretty please subscribe, hit the button, please. And hit the notification bell to get my next upcoming videos if you do subscribe and you do want to follow my channel. Please and thank you if you do. The Mightiest Son out. Peace.